Middlesbrough, meanwhile, have spent more time in the top two than any other team, including Coventry City. 2 months ago, they were back at the top and looked to observers within and without the game as though they were going to carry all before them. But they emerge here at Portman Road as the outsiders in a 4-horse race for the second automatic promotion spot, where Millwall currently lie, where Southampton lurk dangerously in 4th place. So Middlesbrough in their rich red. Christian Walton in there today. And Furlong brought late. A touch of over-enthusiasm perhaps from Tommy Conway, who's never short of enthusiasm and work.
It's just an inevitable one. It's always one. When a defender's clearing it, when you go back to the beginning of time, this is always that.
Tussling with Dara O'Shea. Good run here by Gilbert. He's starting for the first time since January.
Very good hold of play, David Strelets.
He spelled trouble for Middlesbrough with some very useful targets. But there you go. I hope to make the right sort of headlines today. This is Jack Taylor and Leif Davis warmly welcomed back into the fold. And not McAteer takes the low road, and as on an inventive one, but off target.
Yeah, super creative. Literally was the only way he was going to get an attempt at goal. He takes it on, clever movement. Watch him get across that near post. Great movement. A little elaborate improvised flick, not far away.
Strelets will pick it up. Strelets might have room to take a shot on.
Just a heavy touch, he turned down.
Last manager to achieve that for Middlesbrough. Bryn hesitated. Malanda has to take charge. Well, he shows admirable coolness in the end, but they were living very dangerously.
Yeah, look, communication. How often are we seeing this? At all levels of the game now, defender converging on goalkeeper, lack of communications, leader.
And at the head of O'Shea, it was Dale Fry who actually made the contact. Offside given.
Yeah, that will frustrate Kieran McKenna.
So now O'Shea, he's going to have a go, and in doing so feeds Ivan Azon. The end result is an Ipswich corner.
Yeah, look, 17 minutes in, and I would say that Ipswich, they just look more of an attacking threat than Middlesbrough.
Ayling trying to find O'Shea at the back post. Again, not engaged swiftly. Strelets is offside.
It's the first time in quite some time, but he's just drifts. He's just too keen.
Azon, McAteer has stayed onside. Good run here by Furlong!
Well, what brilliant football. And it started really early in the move. A little interplay. What a lovely little flick from Nunez. Azon's available. And really in a...
Morris making an angle. And finding Alan Brown in a promising position! And Strelets takes the chance! Looking around, wondering whether there would be a flag. But Ipswich, who've had so much of the game, have been caught out. And could it be Borough, who are rejuvenating their automatic promotion hopes here?
Well, it's David Strelets that's on the score sheet, but there is an unbelievable pass in here. It's Aidan Hackney. Yes, this one from Aidan Morris. What vision!
Azon will get there first. McAteer! The response is swift and decisive. Fekir beautifully teed up by Ivan Azon, and a man who has made some very important contributions in an Ipswich shirt of late provides another.
Well, what really surprises me the most here is two really...
Good work by Davis, gets to the byline for the first time. He did just creep out of play, so he got beyond the byline for the first time today.
But again, even since the Middlesbrough goal, Ipswich Town on the front foot, excellent from Leif Davis. Well, we've seen that before, and it was...
And Middlesbrough under feverish pressure here. Philogene has options. Oh. Well, and O'Shea! Azon was hunting in the middle there. And the Ipswich players bewildered that a goal kick has been awarded.
There's another baffling decision. Let's have a look here. O'Shea maybe should do better. Well, it's a corner, isn't it? I think the assistant is the one.
Pros can have issues with it. Matasuwa's found a pass here for Azon. Philogene! And Bryn down sharply, and crucially so.
Well, that's standing save, but feels exposed, doesn't he, Sol Bryn? I mean, Middlesbrough complaining about that coming together. Felt it should have been a foul, but one touch and bang from...
Retrieve possession for Middlesbrough, and he wants to get involved again, and he does, courtesy of Conway. Oh, and Strelets! A notable threat down the right, making chances for others. Took one in sumptuous style just 4 minutes or so later. Oh, and Alan Brown with a chance here. And maybe it should have been a better chance. Oh, and it's still cannoning around. And Walton emerges with the ball in his grasp. Gilbert ashen-faced.
Well, I said up the other end that Middlesbrough had a let-off. Ipswich Town have just had one.
Nunez. Azon! Telling touch from Sol Bryn.
Well, where does this shot come from? It comes from a Middlesbrough goal kick, literally. Look at this. Again, giving the...
Wants the support to arrive. And it does in the shape of Britton! And it must be for Conway! As simple a chance as he could dream of, and it is a dream goal for Middlesbrough.
Well, the two forwards who had been a little bit starved of goals, both on the...
Clark and Hurst up there. Oh, was Hurst wrestled to the ground? That's what he says. And that's what the referee says. It is a penalty to Ipswich Town. Makes no mistake and changes the picture here.
There's never any doubt, was there, really? I think he's one of the most calm, composed